everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, BTBroX, and today I'm back doing something a little bit different in Gorilla Tag. So, I was searching for original ideas, or thinking of original ideas that I could do, and today I finally thought of one. Today, I, a simple YouTuber, am going to be professionally rating each Gorilla Tag map. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do you professionally rate something? Like, you can obviously rate something like 1 to 10 or like 1 out of 5 stars. But how do you professionally rate something? Well, basically, there's steps on how to professionally rate something. So, like, this is how professional critics would rate a movie or a food or a game. So, I'm going to be professionally rating Gorilla Tag maps. So, on with the video. And now I'm going to start with the oldies, the most known, well-known map in Gorilla Tag, and that is, of course, the forest. So the forest has been in Gorilla Tag for, well, probably since the game has ever come out. And the forest has gotten some new, like, adjustments, like the tents and stuff, and there's also Doug the Bug, who is also new, and he wasn't here on the original version. But we're going to be rating Gorilla Tag, so when rating a game, you have to rate a couple of things. You have to rate how exciting the game is, how fun the game is, how good the game looks, how well the mechanics work, and, you know, how foolproof is the game, like, how much do people like it. So that's what I'm going to be rating the maps on today. So we're starting off with the wood. And I'm going to go ahead and say that this is probably the most popular and the most fun map, in my opinion. However, we're rating this professionally. So I'm going to be testing some things out. So we're going to start out with the trampolines. Very bouncy. There's a lot of stuff you can do. This map is most known for giving you the ability to Lucio or wall run. And that's kind of just what this map is just kind of known for, is the Lucio running. But yeah, there's also branching, which is when you kind of climb on branches, which is also incredibly fun. There's also the treehouse over here. There's the treehouse. They have tents. There's the slide. And then we have the whatever this thing is. Not quite sure what it is. I'm going to be rating, however, I'm going to be rating this professionally. So I'm going to be rating it off of mobility. So, like, how easy is it to traverse the map. I'm going to be rating it on originality, like how original would this be to the other maps, and also just, you know, just fun in general, like how fun is the mechanics in this map that differentiate this from other maps in Gorilla Tag. So I'm gonna go ahead and rate for originality. This is gonna be a 10 for originality. You know, it's the first map. It's the first map in Gorilla Tag. It's like the default map. Like, when you get done with the tutorial, you spawn. This is where you end up. So for originality, this is going to be a 10. Now for fun, I'm going to have to rate it off of, you know, even though a lot of people would rate this a 10 for fun, I kind of feel like when it comes to fun for this map is really a lot more for just competition rather than fun. Like, I know this map has a lot of cool features, like the trampolines and the branches, but it just kind of feels like the wood is just kind of, it's just not really for the fun, and it's more about the game itself. So for that reason, I'm going to be rating for fun, I'm just going to be rating it an 8.5. Still a fun map, a lot of fun mechanics, like the slides and the trampolines, but it's just not really, you know, like that. Now, for mobility, however, is a different story. This map is kind of a mix between hard mobility and easy mobility. So when it comes to easy mobility, you know, you've got the trampolines to help you get around. It's a lot of flat surface. They have ramps and stuff. But then, you know, it also has a lot of sprinkles of hard mobility strategies, like Lucio running and branching and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just kind of a mix of everything in a way. And for that, I'm going to be rating the mobility a 9. Alright, so the Woods has a rating overall of a professional rating of over doing math. So 10 it's 19 8 equals 17 27.5 out of 30. And you might be and if you don't think that is right, you can happily argue with me in the comments. I would love to hear you guys' opinions on the ratings. But second of all, we're gonna go to so for our next map, it's probably obviously going to be, of course, canyons. Oh yeah, I want to clear something up. We're obviously not going to be doing caves since it's blocked off. But yeah, so second of all, we have canyons. So canyons is strange. So canyons originally, see all the zip lines and bridges and stuff? Canyons didn't originally have this. So when it comes to mobility, this makes the mobility for this a lot easier. However, we didn't originally have all this. So anyways, I'm going to just go ahead and get to ratings. So when it comes to canyons, I feel like it's kind of more, I think for originality, it's probably a 9. You know, obviously they had to reuse assets from the Woods. And, you know, this is the second Gorilla Tag map out of all of them. So I'd like to say that the canyons is probably a 9 for originality. But, yeah, so, and then when it comes to mobility, I'm actually going to rate this one a 10 for mobility. Because, you know, the mobility, even though it does have some tricky points, the mobility is still incredibly easy to learn how to do. And also, it has layers, like, it has the down part where it's arguably a lot more easier to traverse, and you have the top part, which is a little bit harder, but it's still easier. And then you have the ropes, which are, like, the tall ropes, which are arguably a lot harder to traverse. And then you also have, like, the buildings and stuff, and so, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna so for mobility, I'm gonna rate it a 10. Next, it comes to fun. Like, how fun is it to do this level? For this level, I'm gonna say it's probably, like Woods, it's definitely a lot more for competition rather than it is for, you know, just like fun itself. And that's why I kind of think that this one, however, I still think that Woods is a little bit more fun. Woods is definitely trying a mix of everything. And this is definitely trying to be a lot more for competitive. So for fun, I'm probably going to rate this probably like a 6. Not saying that it's a bad level at all. I'm just saying that for fun, it's a 6. Because it's a lot more for competitive. So yeah, so doing quick maths, that is going to get us, for canyons, canyons is going to put us at, canyons, so that's 6, so that's a 6, 8, 10, so that's going to be 25. So canyons is a 25 out of 30. And then caves, obviously, is gonna be, you know. Next, oh yeah, next we're gonna rate this. This is one of the newer levels that wasn't originally in the thing. So, this one's kind of hard to rate. So I think for, you know, for originality, this is probably also going to be a 10. Like, it's just really original. Like, a lot of people could argue that it's basically just like a bigger version of Woods. But I'd argue with that. So, I'm just going to say I'm probably just going to say that it's, yeah, I'd say it's original. It's definitely original. So I'm going to put it at 10 just because of its originality. And, yeah, am I really forgetting those steps? Alright, and for mobility, this is probably also gonna be, the mobility here is definitely a little bit harder than other maps, just because, one, it's a lot higher. It's like a lot more skill mobility. So for mobility, it's probably gonna be like probably gonna rate it at let's think. Probably a 7, 6.5. We'll rate it at a good 7. Just because it's a little bit more difficult than the other maps. And yeah, so next off for the ratings for this map is gonna be just fun. So I still like canyons. This one is a little bit more for skill and competition rather than fun. Like, it's a lot more harder to traverse around. So for that reason, I'm gonna probably rate it an 8. I'm probably gonna rate it like an. Actually, I'll probably rate it 7. 7. So that is 7 plus 14 plus 10. 24. So this gets a 24 out of 30. Alright, next is probably going to be the most, you know, probably the most highest rated map for everything. So, for this map, originality is going to be a 10. Because, you know, it's really original. This isn't a place to play tag. You can't even play tag in here. This is just more of a chill spot. So for originality, and it's just kind of an original map. Like, there's still some fun mechanics to it, but it's still like an original map. But it's one of the most original maps in the entire game. So originality is gonna be a 10. For mobility, I think it's gonna be like a 9, because mobility in this one is really easy. Sometimes for newer players, it's a little bit harder to get up to like the higher levels, just because they're a lot just harder to get up to. But yeah, for that, it's definitely probably gonna be 10. Or, no, a 9. So, yeah, mobility is going to be a 9. And then for fun, I'm going to say it's a 10 for fun. Because, you know, this isn't a place to really play tag. It's more of a place to just hang out with your friends. You know, use cool cosmetics and stuff. So, I'm going to rate it. My professional rating for it's going to be a 10. So that leaves us at 29 out of 30 for the shops. It's an amazing thing, you know, standard. So I'm just gonna kind of speed run this map. You know, for originality, it's probably gonna be a 9. It's not very big. However, it's, you know, got the maze, which they have used before, and that's why I'm rating it a 9, because they just kind of reused an old asset. But then again, they were testing it out for this, so I don't know, you can argue with me in the comments. But yeah, so for originality, it's probably going to be a 9. For mobility, you know, it's not a very big map, but however, you can become really small and like that. So I'm probably going to rate it like an 8 for mobility. And then for fun, I'm going to rate it a 10 because, you know, this is, again, a chill out place. You know, you can do the maze, you can become tiny, go around, you can, you know, it's just a pretty cool spot, the entire place. So that means that overall, the basement is going to be rated at a crisp, let's see, 8, 9, and then 10, so 19, so 27 out of 30. Next, we have probably one of my favorite map, and that is going to be Snowy Map. So for Snow Map, for originality, is probably going to be a 10. Like, they didn't really reuse any assets, and, you know, it's a whole new mechanic about the ice and stuff. So it's probably going to be a 10. For mobility is also going to be a 10, just because, like, they have the ice, they have the slides, they have the big freezer thing, they have trees, they just kind of have it all here. They have this big old ramp right here. They just kind of have a bunch of ways to get around, and it really makes it a really fun map. And then for fun, I'm going to rate it a 9, because even though this is probably one of the most fun maps, it does have its kinks, like being stuck on the ice and not being able to get out. You know, the slide is really fun, but it gets really aggravating after you just cannot hit the secret tunnel. Like that. You know, if you can't do that. But yeah, so secret tunnel, though, is amazing. Wait, did I not hit the secret tunnel? I thought there's no way I did it. Oh yeah, here we go. So yeah, secret tunnel, pretty cool. Let's go out here. See outside. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's secret tunnel. Yeah, but that's also gonna be a 20. That's gonna be a 29. So 29 out of 30. So yeah. So we have basically one more map that we can, and that is the ocean. So I'm just gonna cut to it. Alright everyone, we're at the swimming map, or the ocean map, the water map, whatever you want to call it. So for this one, for originality, I'm going to give it a 10 also, because, like, I feel like what Gorilla Tag does the best with their maps is originality, because they can really just add whole new flavor to their maps, which really make them really cool. And for this one, it's no different with the water. And it's just really fun. This map is just really fun. So, and for mobility, I'm gonna get up here first. For mobility, I am also gonna give it a 10 because they have zip lines everywhere. And they have, well, they have water, obviously. They have the new water mechanics. This was kind of the map that introduced ropes to the entire thing. They have the water slides and stuff. Look, there's a tree from the cloud tree. They even have, like, you can kind of go onto the side of the rocks and just kind of, like, it's technically considered Lucio running, but not really, because it's a lot easier. Like, you're running on the walls, but you're not really doing that. But yeah, for fun, I think I'm also going to rate it a 10. I think overall for me, this map is probably the most fun for mobility and just hanging out in general. So in my professional opinion, I'm going to rate this map a 30 out of 30. Not saying that it's the best map or that it's the best map in the entire game. It's just, overall, in my opinion, I believe that this map is the best. And you can fight me on that in the comments if you want to. But that's just my professional opinion. Not professional, because I'm obviously not a professional. But, you know, just using the professional keys, I've determined that that is, you know, probably one of the best. So anyways, let me go over here. Alright everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. So we've rated the maps today in the professional opinion. And, yeah. So we've rated, Gorilla Tag has done amazing over the years that it has been here. At adding new maps and adding new ways to traverse the maps and new abilities and stuff, and it just really makes the game a really fun place. So yeah, I think that's about it. You know, we've rated them professionally, and yeah, so I guess we're done. But wait. Obviously, I'm not a professional. Not a professional in the least. So, I think it's only right that we get some actual Gorilla Tag players to rate the maps. So, let's go do that. Alright, here we go. Sir, I have a question for you. I have a question. So, out of the Gorilla Tag, what would you rate this Gorilla Tag map? What would you rate it? Like, out of 10. How would you rate it?
10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10? Why? Why do you think this map is 10 out of 10?
I really just, I like going across the branches and going across the bridge. It's really fun.
It's really fun?
Yeah.
So this map is 10 out of 10 to you?
10 out of 10.
Guys, I can fly. Watch this. I can fly.
What'd you say?
So 10 out of 10 for Woods.
Yeah. I said your balloon is 10 out of 10.
Forest. Forest. Oh man. Of course.
Nope.
I had to go on a rampage, bro. Somebody tapped me and
Alright, let's go to some other maps. Maybe some other stuff too. Sir, I have a question. I have a question.
Bye.
I have a question. I have a question.
Wait, 1v1?
I have a question. I have a question. Sir, I have a question. So, what would you rate the shops, like the map? What would you rate it out of 10? What would you rate the shops? What would you rate it out of 10? What would you rate? What would you rate the? What would you rate it out of 10?
I would rate all this a blah blah.
Blah blah. What is a blah blah? What would you consider a blah blah?
Is 6 and a
As a
half.
6, so you would rate this a 6.
Yes.
Who wants to 1v1?
A 6. That's a new answer.
Who asked
I'll 1v1 you.
He wants to 1v1.
So I've gotten a 10 and a 6. What about the canyons?
Bruh. Oh my god, bro. 7-year-old.
Wait. I have a question.
Oh my god, this brother's
Just got this shitty
Green.
shit.
brother, this guy's
Nope.
Wait, no, I'm trying to ask you a question. Boom. Sir, I gotta ask you a question. What would you rate this map in Gorilla Tag out of 10? Is that a 10?
Shut up.
That's a 10?
Please, I mean, be quiet.
Alright, so we got a 10 for Canis, 10 for Woods. And a 6.
Not a 10, like a
For-
6.5.
Well, everyone, we did it. We've kind of gotten a grasp on what people think Gorilla Tag is like, and what they would rate it. But the thing about it is that not even in Gorilla Tag, everyone's gonna have a different rating or opinion. And you just kinda gotta go with it in a way. Gorilla Tag, some maps may be better than others in Gorilla Tag, but, you just really don't know until you try them. So, I've been playing Gorilla Tag for a while, and I've learned how to traverse the maps in a way that, I kind of know how to do them. But, and that's just because I like all the maps. I don't hate any of them, I just like them. So, just remember that. And this is your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, BTBroX, and I am out of here. Bye.